Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here for today's lap time challenge on Gran Turismo 7. Next up, after finishing from Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya Grand Prix layout with a chicane, we're about to be take the forward direction on Dragon Trail Seaside for the Group 3 category as the second part of the conclusion. After finishing from round 2 in the 2023/24 exhibition series to the GTWS Manufacturers Cup on the reverse direction onto Seaside in Dragon Trail, did much more fine and others who did not participate because of the server issue for this part of the latest update. But bummer. I was so close because I'm about to go on live stream on the set before this issue is now being affected. But apparently because 2 times in a row, so I had to be no choice but to be on the lobby session to go for having an unofficial race event entry for having a lost time. But you guys did good because others who are lucky and all of us who did not participate because of the issue. As for right now, the gold medal objective is now being stationed at 1 minute 39.093 seconds, but this will be having an invalid time is now being set on a shortcut and well collision penalty. For those who ever think about the reverse direction by having an early approach onto the chicane of death, but the forward direction is going to be a very much more tougher out there to be going proceed forward onto Sector 3. So better grab your Group 3 car and be very careful because save a good spare amount of lap time before proceed on to the next one because practice makes perfect is about to go on the same pattern since the Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 Gran Turismo movie variation on the 2018 model. As the BOP regulation is now being applied onto the mid-speed track, so better be sure and get yourself to be prepared for having another round and go for part 2 of today's conclusion. If you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start for today's lap time challenge. Let's begin. Since last time that we have finished for only one Group 4 race on the same track and we're about to go for the Group 3 category as the second part conclusion. But anyway, no need to have helping hand assistant at this moment because one lap time, one invalid time is now being included. So I'll have to go old fashioned without any assistance. Just gonna make sure that you might need to stay on track, that you might need to master every part of the corners and turns on the apex. That's how the hard racing compound tires is. All you need to do is gonna have to give everything what you might need to learn so far since Gran Turismo Sport. So time to begin and let's go for having a good clean run without any further mistake or get impacted by the barrier. Turn 1 clear, now go approaching on to turn number 2. Follow up on to turn 3. Keep a good pace work. Now step up on to turn 4. Going approaching on to turn 5 at the blind corner to stay on track before stopping at turn 6 at the brake. Almost there, clear from sector 1 and go proceed on sector 2 by around in turn number 7 through 8. Turn 9 and 10 is going to be coming up soon to have the S turns to be on the apexes on the inside. But you'll have to study more and practice well that you might have to get it right as usual. So here comes the first hairpin. Gonna have enough speed and go the brake zone right over here. Once you're clear from sector 2, sector 3 is going to be the hard part. Chicane of death starts right over here on the late approach. So you might need to keep it a bit more careful because invalid time is now being set on full effect, so we have to keep a good eye out on any movements if there's a mistake occur. Gonna keep going and pull the brake at the final corner on the hairpin 2. Sprint to the finish, so hurry up. Don't get too over rev like this one for instance. So that's 1 minute 43.952 seconds on to lap number 2. Pretty good. No sign of any mistakes is now being called in. but pretty fast, decent, and one chance of lucky. So warm-up is check, now go for the hard part. Unlike Group 4 cars, does has a good dip in matters to be on the drivetrain, but only Group 3 to be on the FR and MR drivetrain layouts is going to be more advanced, more competitive, and more qualifying practice, as we have done this before since every season on the GTWS and the FIA Nations Cup and Manufacturers Series. But still, all we have to practice well and get it right to have that part of the Seaside layout on Dragon Trail is a bit more important. So gonna go back on Sector 3. Stay exercise caution to avoid any mistake that will have an invalid time to be called in. Pretty safe, clear, and 2.2 seconds is now going to decrease. On to the final turn again. Stay on the good line. This will be a very good guess to have a minute and 41 seconds is now being perceived after clear from lap number 2. But adding up a decimal on .450 is absolutely doing well for the GR Supra. So I'll have to go again on to the third lap. Climb up as you can. Okay, there's no sign of brake balance to be partially allowed. You'll have to go old-fashioned to do this part of the usual Group 3 practice. Okay, going up by 0.2 seconds. A bit more decrease. Going back on Sector 2. Take that left turn to go steer well. Okay, try not to get off the track. All you need to do is gonna to stay on the inside of the track. But there it goes. Gonna take that hairpin on the first part and go all the way to have third sector to go back to the chicane of death. Okay, that was a close call. Going a bit more increase, that will be doing a bit more improved lap time. And go back to the final corner to do this again. Yeah, very good. And during the duration, that might be skipping affected by 2 or 3 seconds by the glitch. As usual, just like the last stream is now being affected by a blurry part. Well, I'm always gonna have to keep a good watchful eye out if I really might need to keep a good eyesight check. Okay, going up. Still got enough time to push hard. Dive on to be skip at turn 5 without brake. Okay, that's almost 6 minutes. Gonna have to take 4 laps and then the next Group 3 car will do a better turn. Okay, that's good respawn. Increase by distance. For my guess, I might have to be preferred to have 1.7 seconds to have a good, excellent objective to go for having a 1 racing prediction by the guess. According to the distance, it's now being shown by 0.2 seconds, going decrease when you're at the chicane of death. And there you go. Cleared and bummer. That's how invalid time is now being shown to be on the red effect. So that's how it does not proceed and go updatable on the records, so it'll have to go and reset onto the next lap. Just like Red Bull Ring on the Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 2018 has the same amount of effect, but it'll have to go and restart onto the 5th lap. Kinda safe because Group 3 category does have the different set of challenges to go hardcore with in ballot time. Now all I had to do is gonna have to practice more and go on the reset to be proceed on to the 6th lap. Okay, just gonna have to go and steady on the inside and outside on turn 6. Sector 1 check to go on back to Sector 2. But I tell you folks, chicane of death is very more challenging. If you make one mistake, you'll have to go on red to be restart onto the next lap. Gonna have to stay on track and keep on going. Practice well on Sector 3 until you get it right. Okay, a bit more average, decent, and need more work. Fifth lap is about to come to an end before moving on in lap number 6. Kick it up in the mid-gear, up I go, straight forward on the left side of the track. Lap number 6, here I come, and one luck of chance. He'll need to go a bit more quicker, but see where it goes. Okay, back on the minus, 0.2 seconds on the increase. Go hard on the acceleration and be extra careful. Now gonna hit the brakes. Goes directly back to the chicane of death. Okay, very good. Now a quick more increase is now going up in about 0.5 seconds. Now it's 0.6. Straight forward and inside at the final corner in hairpin 2. Very much more fine, good improvement, and yet to be on the FR layout. But what about one Group 3 car in the mid-engine layout is now being cleared after I took 1 minute, 40.561 seconds is now being yet to be checked. So that's one session is now cleared for the FR Group 3. Let's have a good check, and 20.1 miles as the new day earlier to be on the approach. 4-star roulette ticket is now being completed by a daily, so let's have a good check. For lap number 4 in sector 2 is now being shown on 31.572 seconds. That might be quite very good. And also for lap number 6 in sector 1 and 3, 34.049 seconds and 34.788 seconds. Very good check, and still yet to be on the apply silver level in about a minute, 40.561 seconds. Just only have over 1.5 seconds is now being required before climbing up onto the gold medal. So that considers to have a replay, and the best lap itself is now go again to be using for a different Group 3 car is about to be choose and go for the mid-engine layout. And so folks, all I had to do is gonna have to keep moving on until I had to end up into the silver medal by having a record update in about a minute, 40.158 seconds as I'm using with a Porsche 911 RSR Type 991 2017 after the Toyota GR Supra Racing concept. But it was alright, just to have the one part to be on the gold medal on Barcelona and the second part in Dragon Trail Seaside for silver. Kinda admit because currently to get back on track and go on further delay to be absent from Season 1 in the 2023/24 Exhibition Series on GTWS, Nations Cup, and Manufacturers Cup due to the server issue by the difficulty. So next up, Group 1 category is now going to be at Road Atlanta, will be set and good to go for having a duration green light in about 13 days, along with a Garage RCR Civic is now available on the Tsukuba circuit. So don't forget, try out to have the RCR EG Civic is now perfectly to have the best time to go for the time attack on the Japanese circuit to go for having a one best up opportunity. So let's wrap this up before at the end of the video. So you'll have to keep a good lookout to have some brand new Total Drama liveries in the month of October. Throughout each part of the scheduled time of the content video will be set on premiere by always in 2 o'clock p.m. Thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like DeviantArt, Twitter, Instagram, GT Planet, and more for my own image artwork like UDRS livery, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.